Hi, I'm Dave from Thomas Jacks, and we've got Matt with us again to talk about another model in the Mile 2 range from Pixfra. Today's model is the Mile 2 M210. First thing we want to know is how much does one of these cost? Because this is going to be bottom entry level kind of price range somewhere, I'm hoping.
Yeah, so it is sub £500, which is great to hear.
Great.
It's not quite as affordable as the 7mm, but comes in at 499 and 95p.
499.95p, so
Correct.
just under 500
Just under 500
quid. Right, okay.
£500.
Now the difference between those is just going to be the size of that lens.
Yeah.
What characteristics does that give this model over the 207?
Having a slightly larger lens, you get bigger detection, less field of view, but then you have more field of view and less detection than the M215. So it sits in the middle nicely.
So the field of view on this one?
It's roughly around 17.3 degrees worth of field of view.
Good for scanning big areas. And in terms of the base magnification that you get?
1.55 times.
So it's a little nudge up from the 207,
Yeah.
both price-wise and capability-wise. So that's what it looks like, which is pretty good. Something that is noticeable with those through the lens shots is, again, this is one of the fixed focused models, which brings the price to a very affordable sub £500 level.
Yeah.
If you had a little bit more budget to play with, what do you think people should consider above and beyond the M210?
In terms of anybody purchasing any of the sort of base models with a 256 sensor, got to understand the limitations in terms of distance and clarity that they're going to get from the device. Yes, it's great that they're extremely affordable and they can do a lot of jobs that maybe units that cost thousands of pounds years ago can do today.
Which would have had smaller sensors.
Yeah,
as well.
smaller sensors.
So the sensors still are decent, they're quite capable.
Yeah, definitely, way more than capable. But in terms of getting greater detail, more clarity, bigger detection, sort of just more versatile product that's all round, I'd probably look at maybe going up to something which is in the 384 sensors, so the M4 range, Mile 2 M4s. This one specifically is the M413, so
Okay.
a 384 sensor with a 13mm lens. Field of view is slightly greater because you've got a larger sensor, and base magnification is slightly lower than the 10mm, but where you'll really see the difference is in the sharpness and clarity of the image. You've got a sub 25 millikelvin sensor, so more sensitive, so it can work through poorer conditions like rain and fog.
That's
better.
a good point. So if you're not just a fair weather user, if you
Yeah.
want to be out in all weather conditions, that's something to consider
Definitely.
in terms of an upgrade.
If you're using this for bird watching, for example, and you're looking at birds in thick foliage or very busy sort of scene with lots of trees and trunks and branches and everything, having that extra sensitivity and a lot more pixels.
Yeah,
gives you-
pixels really make a difference
Yeah.
when it comes to looking for smaller objects, especially when they're kind of a little bit concealed by
Yeah.
foliage or grass or something.
So this
Okay.
will give you a much greater performance than that. Doesn't mean that that's not good at its job, and people might not have an extra £250 in their budget to spend on one of these.
So this will find that heat source.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
might need to be a bit closer,
Yeah.
potentially, than this model because you haven't got that ability to focus in to get a clear reading.
Yeah.
But they'll both do it. That'll do it with a little bit more confidence for the user.
And a bit more ease, yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, and that one costs?
£749.95p.
Okay, right, so 250 quid
Yeah, £250.
step up
Yeah,
for some extra capability.
a lot more capability, yeah.
So that's the M210 from Pixfra, and you've seen that side by side with the M413.
Yeah.
So if you like either of those and you want to find out more information about them, then visit tj-focus.co.uk, or if you'd like to see more videos on the Mile 2 range, then obviously subscribe. I'm Dave from Thomas Jacks.
And on that,
Thanks for watching.